Hi, everyone. It's Hunter Lott, your HR problem solver on demand. And this is take five from our series. Yeah, I know, but I haven't done anything about it. Meetings. Um, when back when I was in the corporate world, the meetings always interesting to me. First, it was an honor to be invited, but then they didn't ask for my input. So why am I here? Um, I remember one meeting, the leader stood up and said, "Here's the problem. Here's my solution. What do y'all think?" And of course, nobody said anything. Then they were really surprised when the idea didn't work. How many times did I come out of meetings and I'd have to ask a coworker, "Okay, what do we decide? What are we supposed to do? What's the follow up here?" Um, and I played with this concept, but hadn't really found what I thought was just a short, um, kind of easy step by step how to fix this. And now I think I have. First, here's a great slide. I think is an example of really what's going on, and this really challenge we have now in getting more efficient with what we have. And I don't use big companies very often because it's so hard to scale. This was a Vistage webinar I attended, and Juliet Funt was one of the speakers. And she used this example of a large company, 2,400 people in that unit, did an efficiency study and found there was 955,000 hours left on the table, or they had 420 extra full-time equivalents. And we were like, whoa, what was driving this? And she said two things. First, emails and how we handle or don't handle emails. Second, meetings. And I thought, oh, yeah. Then this popped up. This is from a New York Times article from the author of The Surprising Science of Meetings, which I haven't read yet, but I'm going to. And full page article on 18 hours per week in meetings, 25,000 of payroll. I'm assuming that's probably over of a year of what it's costing us. 31 unproductive hours per month in meetings. But then offered some what I thought was some fun takeaways. Okay, how do I fix this? First, don't have an agenda. Have questions that need to be answered. Second, make sure your meeting is about accomplishing something concrete. Create an executive in charge of meetings. I thought that was interesting, or at least a point person. You may have somebody in your operations particularly good at meetings. And boy, if we could all be as good as so-and-so with this, well, this is something we can learn. Keep meetings as tight as possible. Set, this is an hour-long meeting. Facilitate, don't dominate. I was put in charge of this committee, had never been there before. I walk in my first meeting, it's an hour long, and 40 minutes in, one guy had spoken out of a dozen of us that were there. I leaned to the lady next to me who I didn't even know, and I said, "This isn't going very good." She said, "Yeah, I know, and you're in charge." After that, everybody had 3 minutes. Everybody had 3 minutes. There was no sense in having a meeting where we all got together if we didn't hear from everyone. Of course, the person that had 40 was not happy. And I said, well, anything you can't do in 3 minutes needs to go offline. As for feedback, how was this meeting? What can we do better in this meeting? I love just these little techniques. The article talked about some companies taking no meetings Wednesday to give people a chance to kind of either deep dive or deep breath. Google, I think, I don't know if they're still doing this. It was like 1 week a quarter, there were no meetings so that you could either get serious about a particular project or really take a week off. I got to, in a time when we're really scrambling for efficiencies, getting the most out of the people we have and separating ourselves from our competition. Are we a destination place for A players? They're looking for us to step up, and meetings is a place where we can do that. Hey, appreciate your time. Check out all our resources at hunterlott.com. We'll see you next time on Take 5.